This is how people get rich. But you need that bring-in, a Merry Christmas thing. You need that bring-in for that. You can't just, it's not just someone is just going to give you that. Merry Christmas. Did you call me Barry? Barry Toronto Brad. Is that the real Toronto Brad? Do you think you can come here and call me Barry? You think you can call me Barry? You think you could do that? Don't you think that's disrespectful, bro? You know. Yeah, nigga, please, bro. Get the fuck out of here, Toronto Brad. You know what I'm saying? Don't take the piss, bro. Because you know what the truth of the matter is, Toronto Brad, if I see you face to face, I'll slap you in your face, bro. I tell you to stay in your lane, because you're a black man and acting like a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? Don't come over and take the piss, bro. You're taking the piss enough as it is. You already fucking tried to set me up with my girl, which is lower than low, than with that. And then you come over and think you can take the piss. You know what I mean? If I ever see you, I'll slap you in your face. Trust me, I will. You know what I'm saying? So stay in your lane. Anyway, let's keep moving. Okay, Barry, why don't, let's keep moving. Barry, why don't you take the watches to Acre and put them into a claw machine for a fee? Okay, there you go. Anyway, let's keep it moving. You know, some people like to just piss you off. You know what I'm saying? How much is a person going to take? How much is a person going to take? How much do you expect a man to take? God damn, bro. How much do you really expect a man to take? A man like me. How much are you going to really take? And Toronto knows better. In the black community, we don't play that shit, you know? You see, the black community, we don't play that fucking shit. Toronto knows that. You think you could do that to a man? You think you could really set you up? A man would take your fucking life for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So don't sit there, Toronto, and try and play like you could do these things on the internet. Because you know in the black community, you ain't setting another black man up and trying to take his girl. He gonna come and show you what time it is. You know what I'm saying? He gonna wake your dumb ass up. You know what I'm saying? So don't Toronto come over and play. You can play your little game because you wanted to fucking please the fucking white man. Wanted to please fucking what's his name? And I'm going in now. You wanted to please Truna Karuna, but don't come over to my lane and take the piss. You know what I'm saying? You've already taken the ultimate piss. When I sit down and think about what you did to me, you know what I'm saying, and what you tried to do to me, I think to myself, in the black community, do you think you could ever do that? You think you could ever do that? And walk safely? You could never. Never and walk safely, bro. You could walk safely nowhere because a man would do you something. And you know that. You know that. So don't come on the internet and thinking that you can do that because you want to please people. Now, if you came over and you were respectful to me and said, hey, you know what, boss? You know, we had our ups and downs and, you know, we had our this and that, but Merry Christmas to you, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. But don't come over and start calling about Berry. You're taking a piss because that's Blackberry. That's a racist thing. What came up with they made up was called Blackberry. You know what that means, Blackberry? You know, I know that Toronto, bro, you're not the typical black man, which is, you know what I mean? You try to be some sort of bloody white guy, try to coconut or whatever you want to, you and fucking the other guy, you know, milk chocolate man. But you know what goes down in the black community. So stay in your lane, you know what I mean? And don't take the piss. There's only so much you can take. And like I said, if I ever see you, I'll slap you in your face. Trust me if I see you, I'll slap you in your face. Because you took the fucking piss. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing you doing what you're doing on the internet and trolling, but you taking it to that level was taking the fucking piss. You know what I'm saying? So boy, you know what? Don't take this YouTube shit. YouTube don't mean shit to me, but don't take the YouTube shit to another level and think you can just take the piss. You know it better than that. I've had enough of you. Let's just stay in your lane. You know what I mean? I don't know how much a man's supposed to take from people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much a man's supposed to take. It's the same thing what happened with what's his name? The same thing will happen with damn media. People just take the piss. People take the piss. Just take the piss. They can just come on the internet and take the piss out of you. And they know in the community you couldn't take the piss like that. You know what I'm saying? And there's one thing if a man turned around and said, okay, you know what, Barry? There's one thing if a man turned around and said, you know what, Barry, we had our ups and downs, but you know what? Let's leave it. Let's squash it. Happy Merry Christmas. You come over and start calling me Barry. You don't know what Barry means? They call it Blackberry. You're taking the piss. You know what it is, Toronto? You have self-hatred. That's why. You hate yourself so much. And you have so much hate for yourself. You hate the fact that another black man is being successful. You want to be me. You want to be me so bad. But the truth of the matter is, let me explain something to you. God ain't going to give you something what deserves to somebody else. You go and find your own gifts and talents and everything else in your own girl and your own lane. And be proud of what you built yourself. You understand? You be proud of that. There's no pride in something. You can't shine trying to sit on someone else's son. And you might think it's just a joke and everything else, but what you did was not a joke. What you did was take the fucking piss. Seriously, you took the fucking piss. You took it to another level where a man would do you something for that. And you know that in our community, a man would do you for that. You know you couldn't walk around in our community and do that to a man. You know you could not do that. That's a no, no, no. That's a cross line, no, no, no. You don't go setting a man up. You fucking crazy. I mean, with these girls, a man would do you something for that. There's no way you can walk around the streets like that. So I gave you enough leeway to tell you stay in your lane and I let it go. But I tell you one thing, I'm not swear to you, down. I don't give a fuck about no YouTube. If I ever see you, you're going to know what time it is. You understand? Because you took the fucking piss. And I gave you enough chances. You come back over here and try to take the piss again and call me Barry? Nah, man. Nah. There's only so much a man can take. You know what I'm saying? I gave you your warning, stay in your lane. Let's keep moving. I don't want you to spoil my show. But don't come over and take a piss. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's keep it moving, guys.